Hi Collective. So this is going to be a reading for my Divine Feminine. So this is going to be your Twilight reading. Alright, so sorry you hear that right when I started hearing all those motorcycles go by. It's like late too. So yeah, there's a lot of distractions, Phil, that was definitely for you. I'm getting this energy like people are like going to be like showboating and kind of showing off, trying to get your attention. There are multiple suitors that I'm seeing. There's like a lot of energies that are surrounding a lot of these divine feminines. Because you're leveling up, you're getting your confidence, you're pulling your power back, and that's just drawing more attention to you. It's kind of like, people chase that in a way. It's like people often want what they can't have, or when they feel they can't have something, It's like if it's something that's easy for you to obtain, it's not as big of a prize, I guess, as when you get something that is hard to get. I think what I mean as I'm trying to give this message to what I'm feeling. So anyway, you're really getting noticed that you're pulling back your energy, you're pouring it into yourself, you're creating boundaries, you're really getting into this confidence level. For some of you too, it's the others energy that's surrounding you. They could more distraction. They could actually like feel the energy surrounding you, and it's like some of them could know that you're getting this attention or seeing it or feeling it or whatever. So, but you know what? It's working in your favor, because for some of you, you're in connections, right, where you've been waiting for things to advance, right? You've been in this in this energy for too long of waiting, right? And you want that higher level of commitment, so that could cause that leveling up for you. Look at how beautiful. I split the deck around the angels. You got crown chakra angel Uriel here, and heart chakra Gabriel here, right? Nope, Raphael. Okay, so I probably have Gabriel here too, since I'm calling on Archangel Gabriel as well. I feel you have multiple angels here that are helping you level up. But see, what's so beautiful with the crown chakra is you're definitely connecting with your angels, with your guides of divine, right? A lot of crown chakra activations are going on at this time, and a lot of heart chakra healing. I've been talking a lot about divine feminines and how they've been healing, and I've been feeling very strongly this light blue energy. I've been realizing that it's been manifesting for me everywhere. So many things that I've been acquiring are light blue. So this color little bunny I got, to just toys for my kids and clothes. My daughter picked like all these blue shirts and dresses, and I got her a chair and other toys and just different things. I've been pulling all out. They're all around for the reading. I'm going to be doing a color therapy reading tomorrow or the next day with the color blue. So if you're not subscribed to my channel and you want to get that, definitely do that now so you get the notification. That reading alone can activate, align your chakra with the blue, which is going to be a lot on throat chakra. So if you're feeling as though you're having trouble communicating, expressing what you need to say at this time, that's going to be very, very beneficial. And maybe that's why I'm being guided to wait a little bit, because it's like there's been a lot of distractions and everything, but I've been acquiring more and more like guidance and more downloads and messages that they want for me to put together with this reading. So I'm also getting this energy. It's like it's a long time coming. I really feel that somebody, whether this is you or an energy you're connecting with, is planning a lot about what they're going to say, how they're going to do it. But this really has to do with finding peace and calmness and really communicating and strategizing what is needing to be said, done at this time. So yeah, look, contracts, because there's contracts that are closing out here, right? And that's why you have Archangel Raphael here too, helping heal your heart. Because for some of you, sometimes it's hard to let go of these things, right? Some of you are not even aware that you were in contracts. Let's see the blindfold there in the card. We were unaware that they were under karmic tests. So I'm hearing for some of you, you've already passed the test, right? You're leveling up. So that's why you have these new opportunities coming into. Look, can't make it up. There's Archangel Gabriel. So it's talking about, right? It's feeling him here. So throat chakra. So definitely there's throat chakra activations going on. Okay. So this is going to allow you also to, even though this has to do with throat, it has to do with communication, right? It has to do with hearing and receiving, because our chakras surround the surrounding organs and the surrounding parts of the body, right? So this has to do with hearing, right? And to me, it has to do with seeing too, even though we have the third eye, you know, that's your mind's eye. But it's like you're going to be seeing things with your physical eyes that you didn't see before. It's like maybe you're going to see patterns, right? Maybe it's like if somebody was always like showing you or doing special things for you and you didn't realize it. Like, I'm going to just throw an example out there. Like, say every day you got to work, like, you always had your stuff set up for you, or like say every time you get to work you're just like, oh wow, look, there's like all of my stuff I need for the day, like right here on the counter. It's so neat. Every time I have a shift, like all of my stuff is like right here that I need, right? And it's like maybe you just thought that you were lucky and those things always happen, but maybe you start to get to work earlier or something and you start to notice the same person is starting to put that stuff out for you, and you're like, oh my gosh, the reason why this stuff is here for me every single day is because somebody's been physically putting it there for me, right? So those little sweet acts of kindness and things like that, that's what I mean. So be mindful of what you're seeing. You could be seeing a lot of symbolisms too, and synchronicities and messages, because like I always say, if you notice a lot of repeating numbers, it's normally how they grab your attention first, is you see repeating numbers. And those are what you call angel numbers or universal numbers, and you can actually Google those and look them up and notice messages that your guides, spirit, divine, the universe is giving for you. Well, you can do the same thing with items. If you notice the synchronicity of items, the same thing, whether it's this, and then they'll go with spirit animals too, but it can be a physical object. Like I noticed today, mine was sailboats, right? I noticed I was seeing them on news feeds, and I was seeing them in commercials and on ads, and then I was like, well, sailboats are, pretty popular here in Florida, right? But then I was in the store and I go and I picked this thing up that I'd moved off the shelf, and it was like a wooden sailboat. I'm like, all right, I got it. Because for a lot of times for me, I need to see things in threes. And when they happen in threes, then I know they're very significant. They're a message for me. So like I said, and you can always look up the symbolism behind these things, is that you guys, you're going to be seeing things with your eyes, right? But you're going to be hearing things too. Now, when you guys like go into or walk into like a situation, sorry guys, I'm trailing, so a lot of stuff's coming out. I hope you can keep up with me. All right, so like if you ever walk into like you're going in real quick to get coffee or something like that, like, and you're just walking by, you're focused on where you're going, but then you overhear a conversation from somebody and you're like, wait, are they talking to me? Or, it's interesting they're talking about that, because I was just thinking about what I wanted to do. And like, you feel like they're almost talking to you because you overhear a piece of their situation or their story and you can relate it to you. That's a sign right there too. The ears, right? Because it's that moment, it's that precise moment. Spirit, source, divine will guide you to those things. Like, be mindful of that. Like, maybe you were thinking about taking a trip or something like that, and you're like, how should I go? Like, should I go by plane? Should I go by boat? Should I go by bus? Right? And then you think nothing of it, and then you're walking by and you hear a couple talking about, yep, I just got my bus ticket booked or whatever, da-da-da-da. Then you're just like, oh my gosh, there's my answer. Things like that, right? It's all about timing. So I see maybe you guys are missing these things in the past, but now you're going to start to be receiving those things, right? Because this is also in Pisces season, you have very heightened throat, third eye, crown chakra activations are happening, right? And when those are aligning, you're getting a lot of that, the guidance, right? A lot of those thoughts that you had just had as thoughts, you're now seeing them with your third eye, so you could be getting visions of them. What's so beautiful is for some of you, like, you're not even realizing that you're even accessing or assessing your third eye, that it's just, a lot of you don't even realize it, okay? Because it's just like, you get like an image, right? And it's like a glimpse, like if you were to see a photograph real quick, right? But it's like, how they come in is, it's like they'll start to come in when you're thinking about something. So it's like you have your thought, and then all of a sudden you'll get the glance of the video, of the photo or whatever. It's not just like you're sitting there watching a movie. Like, I remember that's what I used to think it was going to be like. I used to think that when I activated my third eye and I opened it up, I thought that I was like going to be able to like stare at my crystal ball, right? And be able just to see a whole story unfold for me. Like, no. Like, it's, you know, like I asked for my third eye to be still, but my story is a little bit different though, because my abilities came in way too fast, way too quickly. When I started to open them up when I was 30, that I actually got terrified and I couldn't sleep for like a week straight with everything, because I have very prophetic dreams, and the vision, just everything, it was too much. And I'm a medium as well, so it was just too much was coming at me. Once I had to ask Source to close my third eye, that I didn't want to see the visions, I didn't want to see spirits, things like that. So I asked them to help me, and they will do that. If things are too much for you, they'll limit them, right? And you can ask for protection and guidance, and they can slowly open those back up for you. So maybe, you know, my situation is different where things come in. Maybe that's why they only let me see a little bit at a time, so it's not too much and overwhelms me. But anyways, maybe you can see more if you want. I mean, I don't know why I'm feeling to explain all this, because I really feel that a lot of you are going to be awakening to these gifts and these abilities, right? You know, like these really just work for you to focus, you know, your energy, you know, having, you know, these clear the crystals and the cores and stuff, they're like beacons of light to the divine. They help us connect, right? And they also help protect the energy and keep the energy flowing right around you. But it's really you're assessing your mind. I guess it's different because it's like if I want to know something that happened or a situation, like I can think about it and, you know, I ask for it and it'll play out for me. So I guess, you know, it's like a muscle too. You use it. The more you use it, the stronger, you know, it's going to get. I don't know why I'm feeling to explain that so much now. Sometimes they take over. So it's for somebody, because as you know, my channel is for, you know, the chosen, the 144, and Starseeds, Lightworkers. You know, you guys are going to get guided to me, as I'm a spiritual teacher. So I'm meant to help you guys awaken your abilities, your gifts, help align you with different paths, timelines, things like that. My readings alone can activate certain things within you, right? That's why it was at the beginning of this reading, the last reading, I was telling you guys about the color therapy reading I'm going to be doing with the light blue. Anyway, all right, so let me get back to the energy cards now. I feel like I'm getting too much into this, so I'm just very, very excited. There's a lot of, I've already been seeing in my dreams have gotten like amplified and are so much more clear. I'm actually remembering them now too. I used to have to journal them and write them down right away, and a lot of times I would just get out my phone and start to Google them, because a lot of times it's hard to write when you're like half asleep. But that's another thing, to pay attention to your dreams, right? Is you're going to be getting like a lot of messages, guidance, downloads, things like that. But yeah, look, Healer of the Ages is coming out. So really feel it. I'm getting guided to some healers, right? You're very, very powerful, right? For a lot of you, there's something to do with your hands, right? Very, very powerful. Some of you could be Reiki healers. Definitely getting into tarot, oracle, divination, right? See, there's a major heart healing that's going on in crown, right? And this is also getting direct divine guidance and enlightenment and healing. Wow. Yeah, Angel of Balance is here. So they're bringing in a balance. Yeah, okay. I see envy here. Yeah, and fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So here, yeah. For a lot of you've had energy around you of people that are very, very drawn to you, drawn to your energy, right? They're very envious of your energy. You have to be careful, because some of these people, it's like they know that they feel better in your presence, and they kind of know that you kind of have favor. They might even know that you're chosen, they might not. But what I'm getting at is that there's some people that know that you're able to, it's like they know that you seem to always have things work out for you, and they're siphoning off of your energy and off of that. So I feel that a lot of you are starting to realize this and are starting to reclaim your power and your energy. And when people are starting to make you feel drained, make you feel uncomfortable, you're starting to distance yourself from that and stay away from them. So, you know, I really feel that you're aware of this. But for some of you, it's like you want to know why. You don't understand it. Well, what you need to understand is that people that are not chosen do not understand what it's like. All right? And that, you know, you are meant to carry out this divine mission, and that you're able to have all the resources and everything that you need available to you. You're not to live a normal life, right? So things aren't to come normally to you. And that I feel like something is trying to block me from getting this out too. Like, I'm feeling this envy energy. I'm not even playing. Like, all right, hold on, guys. Maybe I should have cleansed my cards a little bit. But it's like, you know, that's what I mean. Like, as you start to really get into this, as you really start to progress down your path, it's going to be more and more people and things that are going to attract you. They're not going to understand, like, how you're able to bounce back so quickly, how you're able to go through these situations that maybe they went through some of the same things, but you're able to bounce back much quicker. It's like your challenges and your obstacles level you up. Like, that's what I mean. And that's why people, it's like they're envious of it, because they're like, whoa, how do you lose your job and lose, you know, maybe your home, your car, those things, but then all of a sudden, like, you're not down and out for long, and then all of a sudden you've got a brand new epic job, home, car. Like, what? Like, I was down for like a year with those things, like, and they don't understand. So that's why they have that envy energy, right? But that envy energy it's devilish energy. You know, you're really not supposed to hold on to that energy, and people that are broken and things like that and have wounds and stuff are often the ones that get into that energy. That's why I feel that it could be very much family, friends, people close to you, and those are the ones that you often don't see the most. That's what I mean. For some of you, so I've seen 1700 on the clock, as I said that. For some of you, it's like you could be starting to realize that, and with your mind, with your ears, maybe it's like people say things a certain way too, right? And you're starting to realize that they don't have your best interest in mind. I don't know. It's just very... See, they're showing me the angel of love here too. And she comes in to heal the heart when you often have to let go of connections that you thought were going to be forever. That you thought, you know, were near and dear to you. Often getting hurt by people you wouldn't have expected to, and things like that. Alright, so I cleansed that energy out of here, whatever it was. Okay, let's get some more messages. And that's what you just have to do. Whenever you're starting to feel that way, release the energy that's not yours. A lot of you are very much empaths too. You absorb energies around because you are meant to transmute these energies. Yeah, see, look, attachments. The masks are going to be coming off. You're going to be clearly seeing these people for what they are. See, in 6th chakra, there's Archangel Metatron. There's the 3rd eye chakra. Told you, you've seen them all now, right? Told you throat, crown, and 3rd eye. There he is again. I don't make it up. Okay, so beautiful. Ooh, there's the angel of balance back out, right? Angel of strength. They want you to have your strength and courage at this time. Second time they've shown me the thinking man. So there's definitely somebody strategizing, right? Okay, and I told you those karmic contracts are coming to a close. But there's this energy, I told you, of somebody that is thinking, they could be working with crystals. This could be a healer as well, as a lot of you are attracting people that are on a vibrational match frequency as you are, right? As you're leveling up. Because the chosen are very much uniting and coming together. 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel is here, helping with sacral chakra, which is beautiful. That's where a lot of attachments have been that have been holding back. There's been a lot of demonic entities that have been siphoning energy off of sacral chakras. And I've been talking a lot about reclaiming your sexual energy back and your power back and some of my other readings. So I was getting that again, but I don't want to get into that energy. All right, I'm going to get out of the energy cards actually, because I don't want to pull back whatever that was. So I was talking about this blue energy, right? So I feel like I need to pull some from the Eternal Secret Oracle. All right, let's see. Love it. I split the deck on Elder Gods and the Law. These cards are, in this deck, they're off of the majors, okay? Which is very, very beautiful. That's the other reading that I need to do. I need to do one off the Eternal Seeker Oracle because I really feel that this deck is truly amazing. And I was guided to it maybe, I don't even know, a year ago. I really get into collecting. 2020, I just seen. To me, that's like hindsight. 2020. Look up that angel number. Okay, so for a lot of you, like, wait, what is this saying? I was saying that I get guided to certain decks, right? And I know when I'm really supposed to investigate them and use them. It has to do with very important times, like, because I know that timing is everything, and I know that I'm guided to certain readings Source wants me to put on at certain times, and you know, all of my readings are timeless. And whenever they guide me to really research and really put together a reading, I do. Right? And a lot of you are going to be finding my content this year, right? And when you're going through these major advancements in this awakening, because, you know, I went through my Christ consciousness upgrade, you know, months ago now. And so a lot of you, like, you wouldn't have been able to understand the content that I was putting out till now, till it starts to relate with you. Because you'll notice that if you've ever been to readings, you're just like, what are they talking about? I remember that's how I was at first when I would catch readers that had already went through their ascension to the 5D energy. And I was like, what, like, I can't follow them. Like, they're way too spiritual. They're on like another level, right? Anyways, what I'm getting at is that this deck, it was like that. It's like this deck is really meant for when, like, somebody has gotten into this Empress, you know, energy, this High Priestess energy, you know, very, very divine, like awakening the inner goddess within, really assessing God power energy. Because like I said, this reading is for the chosen, right? So a lot of you, you know, you have this God power within you, but you had to go down this journey, right? You had to learn these lessons. You have to learn how to really, really temper your energy. You really have to learn how to balance your energies out, right? And the beautiful reading that I had earlier was I had divine, feminine, masculine out together, right? Well, anyway, so for a lot of you, it's like this divine feminine that I'm channeling, like this energy, like she really, really balanced out her energies of her masculine and her femininity. She really reclaimed her power, took action, right? And for some of you, it's like she needed to walk away, make decisions. So anyway, justice is coming in with divine masculine, right? With her emperor, because that's the emperor. And that's justice, right? It's divine justice. That's what I mean. It's like, once this empress, like, awakens to empress goddess energy, like, she can't settle for less. It's like the genie when it comes out of the bottle, like, you can't put it back in. It's like once you reach this level of spirituality, like, you can't come down. Just like, why? You can't, right? And it's like, that's what I feel like has happened, right? So anyway, like, I'm going to be doing a reading one where I talk a lot about this beautiful deck, but it's just so neat how, you know, a lot of us, like, will tie our oracle into our tarot readings, and there's a lot of beautiful readers that will do oracle and blend them with the tarot, and it really is an art. It is just so beautiful watching some of these do that. But it's like, that's what's so neat when you get into collecting oracles, and that's why I have a whole collection, is because there's so many different messages and guidance and ancient knowledge and all sorts of stuff, and then especially to how all the different creators interpret those energies and stuff. What is so beautiful with this specific deck is that each one of these 33 cards that she has, I believe it's 33, are inspired by one of the majors in the tarot, right? And the majors that you know are just these major life, like, leveling up cycles that it takes to go through. Like, everybody starts out and goes through this entire cycle. You start with the Fool, the major arcana, all the way through the World, which is the ending of the major arcana. You know, and those can take, you know, years to go through each of those, because they're all those different leveling ups, right? Well, anyway, so it's so beautiful that each of these are inspired by one of the majors. You know, and she picks them from some of the, you know, these very beautiful decks and stuff. So anyway, they're very, very powerful cards, and I'm getting so much enlightenment from them, and I've really been researching this deck this week, 2448. I've been seeing a lot of 8s and 4s too. 4s are letting you know that the angels are definitely with you. Ooh, look at this. I've been seeing infinity this week, right? And the shadows, right? Wow. And this is really when you're embracing your dark side, your masculine. You've been learning how to use that darkness when you need to, taking action, charge, and control. What's this one? Cooperation and diplomacy. And this is about becoming your own hero, mentor, and protector. Embrace your inner darkness and reclaim your power. Remember, like I was saying about reclaiming your power. So you would not internally punish a child for mistakes they made in the past. Do you not realize you deserve forgiveness too? See, for some of you, you know, the healing is that you needed to heal yourself. And that was holding you back. Some of you had such deep inner child woundings that it's like you forgave everybody but yourself. An infinity about freedom. The expanded moment of awareness where we accept knowledge and embrace our place in the universe. The infinite now brings our thoughts, actions, and voices into harmony as the grand sign. There is only this moment where there was a restriction. There is now endlessness. Wow, right? All right, I feel like I'm really, really chatty. This is some very beautiful energy. Yeah, there's definitely justice coming in. There she is, Divine Feminine. Yep. Let's get some more cards first. Oh my gosh, look at that. This is the Sun card. Look at that white horse. And this card is related to the Sun in the Tarot, which if you know Tarot, you know it's the best card in the entire deck. So there's definitely so much abundance and love. Oh my gosh. And the Oracle. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. And the I am, which is a very, very powerful affirmation. Very, very powerful. All right, let me show you. So the message with the heart song is the entire universe has added its blessings to your journey and is assisting and accompanying you on your path. Goodness, joy, mercy, and success are yours for the taking if you reach out and grasp the possibilities. Find what makes your heart sing and allow the song to become the background music of your life. Wow. See how powerful that is? All right, and the Oracle is the High Priestess. So we've seen Divine Feminine and the High Priestess come out. So this is the High Priestess in the tarot, right? So revealing what was before unseen, hidden, and secret. See how I was saying? Because part of this ascension, this upgrade, this awakening, this leveling up is that you can't have secrets around you. No, no, no. The Empress, Goddess, the energy, no. She doesn't get disrespected. She doesn't get things hidden to her. She doesn't have betrayals going on that she's not aware of. No. Everything is brought to her. Everything is revealed to her. So whether you want to know it or not, you're going to be seeing it. You're going to be finding out about it. Things are going to be getting crystal clear to you. Like I said, so it's like the stuff that even you don't want to know, it's going to be brought to your attention. Why? Because for this leveling up to happen, you have to get light as a feather. So there can't be that uncertainty. And when you have that uncertainty and you have that feeling as though you don't trust something or you don't know something, you know, you feel it. It's like if somebody tells you something and you feel as though they're not being honest with you, you get that feeling, right? In your stomach, like, like I know I do. If somebody tells you something, it's like, like I used to say, but like I really had to pull my energy away from very toxic people because they were literally making me feel very ill. Because it's like the stuff that they would say, it was just like, oh, it would make my stomach turn. Like literally, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like okay, I have to physically pull myself away from you because you're making me physically ill. Like that's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you guys, like, well, I'm a very, very strong empathic psychic, so it's different. It may be different for me than for you, but either way, for you to get elevate your light body, for you to rise up and to ascend, you cannot hold on to that heavy, dark energy and like lies and heaviness and all of that. So it's like you're going to have to make those choices. And that's some of those decisions that you have to make, that you have to choose. It's like you're being initiated, okay? And it's like if you want to keep going further on this spiritual quest, this journey, this path, and you want to elevate, you want to rise, then when these situations arise to you, you have to walk away from them. You have to be like, all right, fine. You know, like if somebody's not going to be honest with you and is going to disrespect you and put your level down, then you walk away, right? Because you don't put up with that. So it's like you're going to start to realize, that's what I mean, like that's what I feel in fact you're going to be doing. So people that have gotten away with lying to you before, hiding things from you before, telling secrets from you before, and you put up with them and you just allowed them to do that, and now you're not. Now you're just like, whatever, bye, you know, walk away, whatever. And they're just like, wait, like, what? Like people are going to be realizing, like, oh my gosh, like I'm losing it. That's what I mean. When you really pull back your energy and reclaim your power and things like that, it's really drawing a lot of attention. That's why I feel like there's this energy of a lot of people are just like, whoa. You know, it's like a lot of people are seeing this leveling up, this confidence up, right? Okay. But if it's part of your journey, so it's like, if you want to pass this initiation, you want to keep leveling up, pay attention to what you feel. Make empowered decisions for you, okay? So, this oracle, okay? Revealing what was before unseen, hidden, and secret. If this person chooses to listen, knowledge and wisdom are being shared that will be of great value to the seeker. The barriers between the body, mind, and spirit have been dispersed. Access to ancient truths is now granted to the seeker. Listen carefully and stay the course. Yes! And a lot of beautiful abilities and talents and gifts get unlocked too as you level up, right? A lot of your beautiful ancestors and spirit guides are here with you. They are unlocking these spiritual gifts and things for you. So it's very beautiful. And that's what's beautiful too, when you really strengthen your spirituality and all that, and you have your connection with your spiritual team, with your ancestors, spirit guides, you know, whoever, you know, you talk to, receive guidance and assistance, whether you realize it or not. That's how all of this stuff is brought about to you. That's why it's like the truth is going to come out. They will put you in the right place. They will have things happen. You know, you'll come across things. That's why the truth always comes out. You don't have to have that, even that worry or that thought. Like, is that being dishonest? Are they hiding this? Are they doing this? That you don't have to. You get to let all of that go, because you get to know that everything's going to be revealed to you. Nothing's going to be able to be hidden from you. But you have to, when the stuff is brought to your attention, that's when also you make the decision to let it go, right? To walk away, to pull your energy back from it. Because that's your way of telling the universe too that you're not going to put up with that. You're not going to allow that. So it's like right now you should have the affirmation, you know, like, and tell yourself things like, I am not going to be, or I will not allow anyone to lie to me. I will not allow anyone to deceive me. I will not allow anybody to, you know, whatever, you know, you can keep going with those things. Like, put your intentions out there. Say and tell the universe what you will not allow, and you can even say what you will allow, right? And by you affirming those things, you're pulling up your confidence level, you're telling the universe, and then as you shut these things down, the universe is like, oh, snap, that ain't gonna happen. And, you know, and those energies are gonna work with you, and they're gonna be stronger and stronger. 33:22, I just seen on the clock too. See, it's like when you allow certain situations and things like that to happen to you, it's kind of like you tell the universe it's okay and you want more of it. Because that's the way it works, because we're in this energy of laws of attraction, right? So it's like, say you go in a situation, you're in a relationship or whatever, and somebody like cheats on you, all right? And you forgive them and you allow them back in or whatever. They have that energy, or that's probably a bad example. Don't go thinking that's going to happen just because I said that. I'm just saying that I'm a strong believer, like, yeah, you can forgive, but in my mind, it's like, for me to be able to forgive, like, I've got the self-worth that, yeah, I'll forgive you, but you've lost me, because I won't put up with that, right? And that's how the Empress often is. She's not going to be a second choice. She's not going to be whatever. So, you know, you need to have that self-love for yourself, because it's like, if you tell the universe by allowing, like, okay, you forgive or whatever, and you allow that situation, to me, it's like putting it out there to telling the universe that that can happen again. I'm not saying, I mean, there may be people that are stronger than me. Maybe, I mean, if you can fully forgive somebody that does that and then have a healthy relationship and not hold any resentment, then you're probably stronger than me. But for me, it's like I can forgive because you don't want to hold on to that wound, but that person will never be with me again. Because to me, they're not going to learn the lesson if they can have me again, right? Now, that's not everybody's, that's for somebody out there. But, like, you have to know what you're going to allow and what you're not by what you feel. That's what I mean. Everybody, that's what's so beautiful about this universe, this world, is that you have this free will and this power to shape the world how you want it to be, to have your conditions, right? And it's like, for me, there's certain things. It's like some situations could be different for you too. Like, I have certain friends that in the past that have crossed certain things, and it's like, I forgive everybody from my past. I don't hold on to anything because I know that's a big part of what held me back for my spiritual ascension, was the anger and resentment that I was holding on toward people that had hurt me in my past and took advantage of me. So when I finally realized that it was in fact because they were hurt that they did these things. And a lot of times it's demons that get in, all sorts of stuff. And whenever people are drinking alcohol and doing drugs, you're letting demons in, right? Because you're shutting your chakra center, blocking your connection to the divine. So that's when the demons get in, right? That's when those things happen. So anyways, all this stuff is significant for me to say it. So for some of you, that may allow you to have forgiveness for some of your friends, whatever. But see, like, there's some that have crossed things and have done things, that I forgive them from afar, but I have to keep my distance and from self-love from me, right? And things like that, because I just feel that even though, like, I forgive them and I don't have that anymore, it's one of those things. It's like it'd be a trigger for me. It would still come up, like, even though I forgive them, I might get in the mindset like, I would have never done that to you. And that's what I mean. For me, that's what I'm saying. You might be stronger than me if you can forgive or whatever. But so you really have to, that's why you can't compare yourself to another. Everybody is unique and different. And that's what I mean. Like, I know that I've healed from my trauma, my bond and trauma bonds that I had. But it's one of those things, like, for me, I've got to stay away from it. I can forgive it, but I can't talk about it, see it, things like that, or it could be triggers. So you really have to live life for you and what makes you feel free and what makes you feel liberated. It's your life. Live life for you. Do whatever you feel you want to do. Don't go, let me move this before I break it. Don't ask others for validation or like asking others what they think about something, especially when it comes to like relationship and love advice. Like, sometimes it's good to vent, but don't really take people's, what they have to say. Because, a lot of times too, when you vent in a relationship, you share everything they did, but you don't always share what you did, right? So your friends don't even know the whole story. So when they are giving you advice, a lot of them, it's not fair to take it because they don't know the full story of what happened, right? I think you guys know where I'm going with this. So always make these decisions for yourself. There's a lot of, where'd the other half of that go? A lot of very, very important decisions, I feel, are needing to be made. All right, let's get a few more cards. I'm going to close out this reading. This got longer than I thought. So there's a lot of messages. This is what my Twilight reading I decided to say. All right. There we go, 3,900. I love to do this sometimes just to show you guys. This is strongly the energy. You've seen me shuffle, put the cards back in, and it's right back out. Shadows. Here's the light again. Here's the justice. Told you, it's coming in. The universe. See, and choices. I told you there's choices on a lover. Look at all those lovers. Look, they're like both hugging her too, and she's holding that cup of love up there. Wow, and then there she is. Yes. See, look, there's been attachments to her. See? There's been attachments that have been holding her back. Right? But she's healed from them, because that's the Star card. That's healing. That's Magician energy. That's what I mean. This is a very, very powerful Empress, divine. This is definitely a divine that embraced her God power, because there's that Magician energy. Ooh, snap. Look at that. Tower chaos. Yeah, there's Tower moments. There's the Elder Gods, too. There's that Emperor right next to Spirit Guides. Yeah. So, Spirit Guides have been guiding these Emperors to come in, take action. And they've been going through a lot of healings, too. Let's look at the Universe card, right? But this is the Lovers in the Tarot. So there's definitely divine love connections here. So, the lifting of the veil. This is inspired by the Universe in Steele's Wizard Tarot. So, along with great power, we also learn the burdens of responsibility. You no longer have the luxury of innocence or stupidity. Oh, I love this. I told you, once you're awakened to this stuff, you can't. It's like if you find out truth, you find out somebody betrayed you. You can't just act like you didn't find out or you didn't know it, right? You have stepped up and stepped into your birthright. Ooh, see, that's powerful. You are now tasked with the privilege of being a direct link to all that is. Realize and accepting the truth of who you are and now has brought you to the attention of infinite powers that govern the universe. Don't screw up. I'm done. Did I not just tell you somebody like opened up a doorway, got their God power, their goddess energy, and they're able to use it? Straight up says, don't screw it up. What? That's what I mean. This deck is awesome. It's so cute. Look, I feel like I have to show you. Look, don't screw up. So, yeah, because you know what's going to happen. I've said this too. This God power and goddess energy and God energy, it's like it's safeguarded. Because if you're going to let people control you, because it's like when you get to this empowered energy, you get to this energy of where you're in control of your own soul, your own life, own emotions. You're not giving your power away to anybody anymore, right? That's that 5D Christ consciousness energy, right? That's what I mean. Like when those memes are so right. Like once you you don't care what others think and say, you've reached a total level of awesomeness. Like that's what it is. Because it's like when you finally realize that, and you're gonna live life for you, and you're gonna pour all this love into yourself, and you don't need anybody to love you, and you don't need anybody to fulfill you, and this is your life and your world. It's like it's your party. You do what you want. Like nobody can mess with that. Nobody can control you. It is just such this freeing energy or whatever. That's what I mean. Once you reach that, you ain't gonna go back. But it's like I said, it's a very, very beautiful thing, but not everybody's chosen one, right? But you are here watching this stream. You are chosen, which means that you have very, very powerful life mission, path, mission, purpose, and you have this goddess energy within you. So you could be unlocking this now. This could be part of your initiation, me bringing this to your awareness right now for you to know that you're being initiated at this time, which basically means you're being tested. So they're going to be showing you these things for you to make these decisions, right? And these decisions, you know, are going to empower 4404. These decisions that you make at this time are going to determine whether or not you can unlock this goddess power, okay? And when you unlock this power, it's like you don't want it taken away from you. If you abuse it, if you use it for the wrong way, if you let others bring you down where it's, you know, you could go blowing up stuff, you know? You're not meant to go blowing up, you know, destroying, let's say that way. They don't want you destroying things. You're very, very powerful, okay? And it's to protect you from causing destruction, okay? From having the devil. It's like, if you could be manipulated or controlled by the devil, then why would you get to unlock this God power? Because then the devil could manipulate you and have you use that power in other ways, right? That's why you have to be tested to make sure that you're ready, okay? And I feel to tell you this too. I don't want you to feel as though if you mess up and you miss one of these tests that's done, because you are given like a lot of favor, okay? It's like, you know that being chosen to, you are held to higher standards, right? So you know spiritual law, you know to follow those things. But it's like sometimes that devil energy can get in there and you know, maybe a little bit of jealousy or envy get in, you'll act in a way that's not goddess-like or whatever, and you're like, oh damn, it's like, you know, when you mess up or whatever. But it's like the fact that you have that shows that you're working, that you're training, that you're learning, right? Because not everybody does that. Those people that'll just go do those things and take or whatever and not feel bad, those are the ones that they're not training, right? And so when that happens, it's a good thing. Acknowledge that. I mean, don't think that you can just keep going, oh, well, I'll take back, you know, or I'll apologize, whatever, and I'll fix it. No. Believe me, they know if you made the decision to go against spiritual law or if it was one where some sort of manipulation or control happened, right? But like I said, for when those things happen, it could just delay your initiation. You could be stuck in your initiation period, your trial period, for a longer time. So for some of you, maybe you can level up and unlock these within a couple months. Maybe for others of you, I'm going to tell you straight up right now, I've had so many people blocking and delaying me from mine. It's been so upsetting for me. Like, I would actually be like, okay, I've gone. Like, even to reach my 5D Christ consciousness, like, there'd be times where I'd be like, I'd get to 3 days and somebody would destroy it and I'd be, damn it, I got to start over again. And then I'd reach 4, 5, 6 days where I wouldn't let people control my emotions and affect me. And I remember I did this for a couple months straight, right? Where I had, I was finding and learning what my triggers were and things like that. And let's just say I know that I've been going through an initiation for, like, I know at least 6 months, and I know that it would have been easier for me if I could have been by myself, if I could have been spending more time. And I did self-isolate a lot, but the more you can, this is really a time to be by yourself as much as you can, right? You gotta have temperance, though. You've got to work with the flow. There's going to be the devil going to be coming at you a lot, trying to create situations. And from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of energy, like I said, surrounding this goddess at this time. But like, you can't always escape, right? but spending time. That's why you may feel as though spending time by yourself, but doing other things too. You know, cleansing your space, your body. You know, taking, you know, time for yourself, doing more things, could be beneficial and things like that. But I guess I'll tell you, just don't get discouraged, right? Just be aware, you know, when you have certain people pulling you down, blocking you, things like that, know that they're in fact blocking you from something very, very amazing and very great. So, you know, like, there are so many of us, you know, that are chosen, but few, like, answer the call. Right? Answering the call, you know, is when it's time for your initiation. Are you going to, you know, fight for it, prove yourself, pass it, things like that. So that's confirmation. Look at that. Whenever that stuff happens, right? So maybe that's your that was twice, right? Maybe that's your sign, like, it's your time now. Maybe you guys are maybe it's starting for you around the time you get this reading, or you've already been going through it. I don't know. Take it however you feel fitting, because like I said, this can, you know, it's your life. You'll know. Anyway. All right, that's enough of this reading. So love and light to all of you. Definitely subscribe if you have not. You were guided to me for a reason. Know that. Feel free to comment It also helps, you know, with others, see what's going on with their spiritual journey and stuff. Thank you guys so much for all my new subscribers and comments, things like that. You guys are so sweet. And anything you want to do to help, right? Liking videos, you know, helps them, I guess. I don't know, helps the algorithm. But like I said, it doesn't even matter for me because whoever's meant to find these readings will. If you do want to help with the laws of attraction of give and take, I do have a donation link down available in my description box. And you can find out more about me if you would like to take a look down there. All right, love and light, guys. Definitely take a look at my my baby blue reading that I'm going to be doing. All right, love you. Bye.